Hello everyone, you're watching Let's Talk About Prepping. I'm Tyler, your host, and in this video, I braid my paracord back into a donut shape and talk about a book that I'll be reviewing here soon. You guys remember those Jeff Foxworthy "you might be a redneck if" jokes? Well, I think maybe we need some "you might be a prepper if" jokes. Like, you might be a prepper if you consider a leisure activity to be braiding military cord into a donut shape. Jokes aside, paracord is extremely useful, and it's even more useful when it's in a shape that helps it to deploy easily and be even more dense than it already is, even to the point of being hard enough to be a weapon. I love the paracord donut shape, and there are various other ways that you can braid your paracord to make it ready for future use. And I highly recommend that you check out some videos online to do that. I hear that they're pretty popular in certain YouTube circles. Anyways, another thing that's pretty popular in prepper YouTube circles, and for good reason, is talking about physical self-defense, being able to defend yourself in a fight or a violent confrontation. And I think that's pretty important too. Probably a lot more important than knowing how to braid paracord. And for that reason, I've been, over the past few weeks, reaching out to YMAA publishers, who are the publishers for a book that I referenced in a past video. The book is Meditations on Violence by Sergeant Rory Miller. He has a lot of very powerful insights into violence and how violence occurs, having been a police officer for long enough and having been in enough violent encounters of various types to be able to give some very expert wisdom on the topic. Now, I've been in my fair few fights, but none that were life and death, necessarily. And so I have to nod to experts when it comes to topics that are that important. And in this case, I really respect the opinion of Sergeant Rory Miller. And so for that reason, I've obtained the permission from the publishers to be able to share the content on this YouTube channel. And so in the future, we will be sharing and reading together and reviewing Meditations on Violence by Sergeant Rory Miller. It's a very good book, and there are a few other books in this series that we'll probably end up getting to. If you're able to get this, my local military surplus store has it. Multiple bookstores should have it. It's a pretty common reading material in law enforcement training, I understand. So it's a good thing to have, and if you get it, we'll be able to review it together. If you don't, I have the permission to share its contents on this YouTube channel, so don't worry. Anyways, that's something to look forward to. I hope it'll be interesting. I find the book to be very interesting, and I've gifted it to multiple people who are interested in knowing a little bit more about how violence actually happens on the streets and in real life. So thanks for chiming into this conversation. Hope it was interesting, and I hope you'll stay tuned with Let's Talk About Prepping for future videos. Stay safe out there, everyone.